Hello.
The one moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Take my book once.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm
And
so sorry. That I forgot the class about today's class. And I was out and I just came very rushing in actually.
you're wearing a nice thing today.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're wearing a nice thing today. Yes, it's
Oh, thank
important
you.
that, especially given the fact that although we are trying to make it regular, but
Uh,
in reality, classes are irregular. So it's very
hmm.
important that every alternate day you take hold of your notes that you've written down and go through them, especially if
Okay.
it's irregular, until we finish the
Hmm.
course.
Okay.
Okay. And the second thing is, every class will start with a recap from you, not from me, of whatever you've picked up in the previous, in all the previous classes, or just the previous class, along with any questions on
Okay.
your mind.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Yes. So last class it was basically that kan and con, like how are we supposed to pronounce this? It was about that class. Apart from the recap of the first class.
So, fine, correct. How did that con?
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know how long I'll be able to. My glasses are away for 1 week, getting repaired, and
Okay.
now they've told
Hmm.
me they'll take another week.
Hmm.
So these are the wrong power. These are my old glasses. So for 1 week, my eyes have been aching. I'm using the wrong power.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay. Okay.
so now answer from your feeling. How does that
Hmm.
con thing link up with all the other things you've covered?
It was nice actually. I had to attend one webinar, and the speaker was from Oxford University, and she was speaking very much in the same way that we were teaching it. So I could able to follow everything that you said, like that musical sound of the way they speak. This Kankon, I was so much of into that. Oh, she spoke Kan, now she's speaking Kon kind. But I think for me it takes some more time to discover like which word should be spoken in Kan and which word for Kon.
Was that lady or gentleman? You said lady, right?
Lady, yes.
Was that lady uh, an ethnic Britisher?
Yes, she was.
Good. So she was born and brought up in the United Kingdom.
Yes,
So
yes.
good. Now focus on this. That memory is fresh within your head.
Mm,
Stick to
mm,
that memory. Focus on that,
mm,
and
mm.
also focus on. Did this come to your mind when you observed that lady's speaking style?
No, that I didn't observe, but
Margaret Thatcher,
yes,
you
but that
observed?
to the listen to the ears, it was like the way that you had taught me actually in the class.
So we'll build up on that
Uh,
one more step today.
okay,
Okay,
but
now,
sometimes I doubt like, will I be able to seriously pick up all these things? That musical sound of speaking, this
okay,
con, I'm still like, okay, now she's speaking con, now she's saying con in that pronunciation. So now is that a word or a adjective? Is that a noun? So noun in the sense this is the way I'm supposed to pronounce.
okay.
So
So
much of process is happening. So it
two
is
things.
difficult for me to do.
Two
Yes.
things. One, at the end of today's class, I'll ask you the same question. Your question was a question of doubt. Will I be able to do it like that ever? At the end
Mm,
of today's class, we won't answer that question. We'll ask it again and see what happens.
mm,
Let's see. Second thing
okay.
is, so that con thing, you were not only listening to her and feeling the con, you were trying to analyze using your intellect, which is adjective, which is
Mm,
verb, which is noun.
mm,
So from
mm,
today, stop analyzing con. Analyze everything else I teach you, but
mm,
don't think of con. Con you only feel.
okay.
The only intellectual work to be done on con is to remember from your notes, or if you get a
Mm.
new word and you do not know, ask me, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't analyze. You can ask, but and remember,
Mm.
but no analysis,
Mm.
only feeling. Now, let's come back to that lady and
Mm.
try to remember her vowel sounds. They were
It's difficult.
different from our vowel sounds.
No, I didn't pay attention to that. Like I could able to pay only what that you taught me in the class.
I'll help you, don't worry. So suppose
Okay.
you wear a coat. Oh,
Mm.
what would she wear? A coat. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'll just put this word in the chat box, although it's an American word, but
Mm-hmm.
we're going to pronounce it British style, not American style. So read out this word, please.
Awesome.
Okay. How would this lady say it? Awesome. Awesome. And
Awesome.
the only way to do that is do that easily at least is this. This is my
Mm.
hack. This is my invention. The rest is
Mm.
normal theory, which every accent trainer should know. This is my hack,
Mm.
and it's only for British, not for American or anything else. So,
Mm.
okay, forget awesome. Take these two words. Sorry. Yeah, these two words.
Caught. Caught.
Correct. One is a long, like Harshai and
Mm.
Dirghai. So, what you said, I'm trying to be you now. Caught,
Mm.
caught.
Mm.
Normal Indian. Now,
Okay.
improvement you can do without me teaching anything else is you can do from here, it'll be a little better. Can you try that?
Caught.
No, never. When
Caught.
you practice,
Mm.
never touch. That poses a
I
restriction.
know.
But keep it here.
Mm.
You see it from your peripheral vision and it influences you.
Caught. Caught.
Good.
Caught. I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct. So, in any language, English, Telugu, Tamil, Swahili, Sindhabeli, Korean, whatever, there should be a difference between or, which is these two words, short or and long or, and o, as in this word or these two words here in the chat.
Caught. Yes.
So, boat, for example, I'll just say something in the chat. Yeah, look at this. Okay, read that sentence out.
Okay. Boat is not bought
Or bot.
or
Correct.
bought.
So, this is a
Yes.
concept you have even about your own language, right?
Yes.
Good. Only difference is she would say boat, you would say boat. You're rowing in a boat. And
Mm.
what would she say? Boat. Now, let me explain that boat sound.
Boat.
Don't analyze now, I'll give you the analysis.
Okay.
Now, there are two levels of analysis. The raw level, the incomplete step one, the step one of understanding that sound, theoretically, is we're now analyzing, is as if she has said, I'll put it in the chat. Or as if she had said, this. So look at my mouth. This is it'll be a little uncomfortable because it's not fully correct. But this will help you improve your understanding of how that lady spoke. So as if she had said, boot, which is the first one, or beut, multiple vowel sounds. So this theory is called, these things are called, here's a new word for you. This is a technical term in accent science. You don't need it, but I'm just giving it to you. So that first one is called a diphthong. And that second one is called a triphthong. When we say the Indian boat, oh, that's a monothong. So this is one level of understanding. If we stay at this level, then what we would say is, that lady said, I'm rowing a boat, boat. Now, let us take a sentence. And if there are very young students, I give them some fun. I say, draw a picture in your notebook, and this is the subject of the picture. I'm not asking you to draw anything because you are more mature than that. One second. I made a mistake. Cow. Can you imagine yourself having fun drawing this, sketching this? Where are you?
Now, is it fine?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
PC Shawkar came and vanished you.
Okay. Oh,
so I asked people to draw this. That is just for fun. That is just to break the tension, monotony of the class. You don't need to draw. Now you read this sentence out.
a poor boy with a long nose sitting on a pile of hay under the sky, gazing at a cow.
You're getting the hang of it. You're getting the feeling. Already your vowel sounds have changed. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Because
Yes. I got this diphthong and triphthong. I like it actually.
so you're
Yeah.
trying to do what that lady did, right? When you read that?
Yes.
So do you remember that Margaret Thatcher video where she said, they'd rather the poor were poorer as long as the rich were also less rich. Rather the poor were poorer. And the gentleman said, the gap between the rich and the poor. Now, this is one word where even we Indians do a diphthong. What is poor? Poor. Poor.
Mm,
Those who are
yes.
weaker than you in English accent, they say poor. At least in my part of the country, a Bengali would typically say poor. Maybe not in Telugu, Desam. But whatever it is, it's two sounds, poor. But in the rest of them,
Mm,
an Indian would say uh, on a pile of hay. Hay, like hey Ram.
mm,
But what that lady said, and you're now beginning to say it, is now look at the movement of my hand. Hey, hey. So it is like in the diphthong theory, it is he plus e, a plus e, hey,
Okay.
hey. But
Mm.
if you stop analyzing and start feeling, which is what I want you to do, then you have to think of, you said that ladies spoke in the same rhythm, the same music. This is the music of their vowel sounds. Now I'll read that sound. Close your eyes and think of this move. Close your eyes and think of that movement of my hand with your eyes
Mhm.
closed. And look for that movement as I read. I'm drawing a poor boy with a long nose sitting on a pile of hay under the sky, gazing at a cow. Now, not in all vowel sounds is it possible to apply that hand movement. For example, long
Mm.
nose remains long nose. It is a monothong. What you can apply
Mm.
that is, there is this. And once you do so, your syllabic, now long doesn't have a syllabic stress challenge, it's a one syllable word. So where is the syllabic stress? But in other words, which are multi-syllable, the challenge of syllabic stress disappears when you do it from here or reduces. But in the other ones, boy, a poor boy, your long is fine, nose. So diphthong is nose, triphthong, even better, is nose. Think of the lady and think of me with a long nose. Now, think of the face I drew doing it from those 2 points. Long nose. Now you merge, this is a funny thing. In your relax, don't be tense. It's a funny thing.
Okay.
In your imagination, merge your face with that face that I drew and say, poor boy with a long nose from here. Aram se, no tension.
Uh, Poor boy with a long nose.
Excellent. Okay. Now, the only reason it sounded a bit funny and was a bit
Uh,
difficult to do was because you're putting in
yes.
too much muscular effort. So now
Okay, because
do the
mhm,
same technique, same thing that you did just now, but with 10% of that effort or less. Relax the muscles.
poor okay. Poor boy with long nose.
Okay, forget the poor.
Okay.
Uh, a boy with a long nose.
A boy with a long nose.
Good. See the difference? Okay,
Yes.
now, are you wearing a headset like me?
No, it's like AirPods.
Fine. Uh, okay, just for a few seconds, after I tell you what to do, not now, you take off those and you become like an Indian classical singer who sings like this. Have you seen? There's a reason why Indian classical singers sing like this. Now, this is not this, no cupped hand. It's a flat hand. Even this can go a bit back, but not in front. And exactly this point has to be on the whole of the ear and press it flat. Why they do it is when we speak, I'm speaking now, I'm hearing a distorted version of how I sound. I'm not able to hear exactly how I sound. The other person can hear. I know how you sound. You don't know exactly how you sound. But if you do it this way, that singer knows exactly how he or she sounds. So once you've understood what you have to do, take off the earpods and put your hand there and
Mm.
do what you did just now. Exactly what you
So
did.
take off this
Yeah,
and
and
again
say
speak it.
and speak it so that you can hear it. I don't have to hear it. A boy with a long nose sitting on a pine. If you do that as nicely as you did it just now, you already did it. You can
Oh,
do it.
okay.
One side.
Poor boy
No,
with
no,
a
one side.
long nose.
One hand, not two.
So
Use one hand, not both ears. Never both ears. Take off both
okay,
earbuds.
okay.
This is so
Mm.
that you can hear yourself and get the feeling. Take out both earbuds and use only one hand, not both hands.
Poor boy with a long nose, sitting on a pile of under the sky, gazing at a cow.
pile of hay under the
Poor
sky.
boy with a long nose.
Don't say
Sitting
poor.
on a
Don't say
pile
poor.
of
It is only making it worse. Only making it difficult. Forget the poor. A boy with a long nose. Okay,
only
I'll write.
boy with a long nose.
Yeah. Let me rewrite the sentence without the poor. It's in the chat box. Okay, first say it.
Okay.
Let me hear it. First say it. Let me hear it.
A boy with a long nose sitting on a pile of hay under the sky, gazing at a cow.
Okay, don't make so much effort. You already did it better. Think of that lady. Don't think that you are doing an experiment, you're under observation. You already did it so much better.
Okay.
Think of diphthong, triphthong, and read this out.
A boy with a long nose sitting on a pile of hay under the sky, gazing at a cow.
Good. Now take off the thing and do it with one hand here. Same thing.
A boy with a long nose sitting on a pile of hay under the sky, gazing at a cow.
Superb. Superb. So now you have the proof of the transformation, right?
Okay,
Now
so
you
but
know.
this diphthong and triphthong, whatever that you said, okay, that has to be applied only for the vowel sounds.
Yes. How can you apply that to consonant sounds?
I understand that, say suppose if an O is there as a vowel, so what other three things can we add to it? Like E, I, O, U, how do we know that?
What people like that lady or myself do. It's a very natural thing. More you get
Okay.
theoretical, the more you get theoretical, the more you have to remember. So that way, the answer to your question would be no, you can't do it. But if you feel it, yes, you already did it. Of course you can because you did it. Okay, take a sentence which I have not taught you. Or let's
Shall pick from newspaper.
back to that reading passage.
No, we'll read something from newspaper.
From what?
Newspaper.
Newspaper. Okay. You have a newspaper there. Very good. Read. Feel free. Read out.
Okay. The US has been pressing India to open its market to a wide range of American products, including dairy, poultry, corn, soybeans, rice, wheat, ethanol.
Pause. So, some of
Okay.
those vowels, it is impossible to apply this theory. But dairy,
Dairy,
dairy. Okay.
yeah,
Poultry.
poultry.
Very good. Poultry.
Oh,
Poultry.
yes,
Now say the word.
poultry.
Say this word. It's in the chat box.
Poem.
Okay. How that lady would say it is poem. Right? Think of the music.
Mm,
Could you recite that poem for me?
poem. Poem. Okay.
Poem for me. It's very strange. You would think the spelling tells it poem, but they have other. Your feeling has to change. Poem, poem for me.
Poem.
Poetry, poem.
Poem.
Am I making sense to your ears?
Yes.
To your ears, am I making sense? Not to your intellect. Okay, carry on reading.
Oh, that was a small bit actually.
So
Okay, one more sentence. Okay. The US President Donald Trump imposed steep tariffs on imports from dozens of trading partners, including Canada, Brazil, India, Taiwan.
Pause. Okay. So, imposed. This is a boat case. Imposed, like wearing a coat, rowing a boat. But that lady would say coat, boat. So impose becomes imposed. Imposed, imposed,
Impose.
whatever. Diphthong is imposed. Diphthong is imposed. Imposed. And if you speak
Imposed.
slowly, it is easier to do, right?
Right.
I told you one thing is my defect in my accent, which is
Speed.
my speed. Yeah.
Yes.
So do exactly what I'm doing at 1/3 my speed, and you got it. So Donald Trump. Okay, let me just give you a small information here. That name is spelled Donald, but it is pronounced Donald. Do.
Okay.
Like, I'll just put it in the chat. And the syllabic stress is like this: Donald. Donald. If you do it from here, Donald. No, otherwise, it would be like
Donald.
this. Otherwise, it would have been Donald, but it is Donald. Donald Trump has imposed tariffs on. Read that again. I forgot.
Okay, the US President Donald Trump imposed steep tariffs on imports from dozens of trading partners, including Canada.
Stop. Okay. So, in that word is spelled like this. So it should be, according to our understanding, it should be in Indian language, it should be imports. O, like boat.
Imports.
But it becomes O, imports, like poor boy. But not exactly like poor boy.
Imports.
Yeah, imports. Like this word, when you have a case to fight, we say court. It is court. Court.
Court.
Very good. So multiphthong, court.
Oh,
Court, multiphthong.
yes.
So, what
Court.
are we saying in that sentence as imposed? I've forgotten the sentence again.
Steep tariffs on
Yeah,
imports
imports.
from dozens of yes.
Imports from dozens of countries such as
Canada.
read on, carry on.
Canada, Brazil, India, and Taiwan.
Okay. So
Taiwan.
now, without all these, just think of this thing. India. Hundreds of countries and places end with A. So we say that A as A. India, America, Australia. But they say India, America,
India.
Australia, Canada,
India.
Give me the names of foreign places which end with A.
Argentina.
Yeah. Argentina. Now, Argentina, my disclaimer is it is not an English name. So, an Argentine fellow whose mother tongue may be Portuguese or Spanish might say it differently, and that is correct because that is the original. You know, the way a British pronounces Sumedha is not the correct way. But as far as English is concerned, Argentina, Nicaragua, that R becomes because of this. Okay.
R becomes A. No.
R becomes
R.
because it is not it is
R becomes A.
In Hindi, you have R, E letters. So Argentina, the spelling is R. Second one, R. But that R becomes the shorter one,
Okay.
R is Atma. Is Anita. In the word Anita, the first vowel sound is last vowel sound is A.
Okay.
So that last vowel sound, R, becomes like the first one.
Yes.
Argentina becomes Argentina. N. Indi
No.
becomes Indi. India.
India.
Very good.
India.
Very good. India. Australia.
India. Australia. Canada.
Very good. Okay, let's come back to that
Yes.
sentence. Now, as usual, we'll join back. This thing, Zoom will end.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
come back
So
to that sentence. Input, 1 second. Read that
mhm.
sentence again, please. I'm forgetting the sentence.
A presidential, like, okay, the US President Donald Trump
Donald.
imposed
Stop. Right.
Donald Trump.
You won't remember if you don't write the notes. Write in the notes
Okay.
what I'm putting in the chat. Look at the chat. Okay, good. Imposed tariffs,
Imposed.
yeah, on many products such as dairy. Then what? Okay, so what I'm trying to do now is to find that same file for the reading passages which we used that day.
Okay.
Oh. I found the file. I'm just trying to scroll to that particular that man with so many wives thing. That takes time to find. I think I've come to it. And I'm going to share the screen. And I'm going to share only one thing. Now think of that lady reading this. And think of the. Okay, before that, remember my demonstration of speech music? How are you? I'm fine, thank you. What is your name? Donald. Now you're getting it. What is your name? Donald. If you say Donald in that music, it will become a tongue twister. What is your name?
Yes.
London. Where do you stay? Donald. Where do you stay? East Dunbartonshire. Where do you stay? Well, I stay in East Kolkata. West Hyderabad. There was a rich merchant. So this first vowel sound, let me just go back to the passage. Yeah, sorry. This first vowel sound becomes mer, mer. And the syllabic stress is merchant. So chant becomes chint, but this one is, look from here, there was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. Now, very, very slowly and very, very comfortably, without straining, read this passage out. There was. Be that lady.
So, okay, before that, uh, I'm just with that, integrating that syllable stretch and vowel sound, both the things integrating. I'm thinking how exactly that would happen.
Okay, let's take the word that you just used, which is VOWEL sound. That word is vowel, not vowel. It's spelled vowel. It's pronounced va. Vowel. Vowel.
Vowel.
Vowel. Vowel sounds.
Vowels. Okay.
So you're integrating it with syllabic stress.
Yes.
Okay, for the time being, drop syllabic stress. Forget about syllabic stress. Last time we read this passage, we read it with a focus on syllabic stress.
Yes.
This time we're going to read it with a focus on especially the long vowel sounds, but all vowel sounds.
Long vowel sounds.
Long vowel is like ah instead of like you have two words, one is GET, one is GAT. So we are focusing on that GAT, which is gate, multiphthong. With get, it's very difficult to do multiphthongs. Get is get. So if I say beauty but is but, short vowel. But when I say BARTER, barter, then you can do this music. Barter, barter. Now, not necessarily so in there. That last one is a short vowel sound. In fact, we are making it short. In the Indian accent, we would say India. We're making it short, but still we are putting this in there. So that's why I'm saying you can't analyze so many things at one time and still do the practical. So now just think of the vowel sounds. Please read slowly, aram se.
Okay.
You know, it is okay to smile.
Okay. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives.
Good. Now do it with wait. Do it with 5% of that effort. You're working too hard with your mouth.
Okay. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. He loved the fourth wife the most and adorned her with the rich robes and treated her to delicacies.
So now you were walking as if you're in the dark and this is new territory, so you're walking carefully.
Yes, yes.
Now you know what that sentence is, so read it again without being so careful and reduce the effort to another 1/20th or 1/10th at least.
Okay. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. He loved the fourth wife the most and adorned her with rich robes and treated her to delicacies.
Okay, good. Now I'll come back to sharing. Just look at my mouth. I'll bring my face very close to the camera.
Okay.
Now, this technique can either be done like this. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. Either. Or the other way is I relax everything and I do it from roughly. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. There's a man in England who's homesick for India. I'm doing the diphthong, homesick. I can do this way. Who was homesick for India? I'm not doing it. I mean, homesick for India. There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. Rich merchant who had 4 wives. He loved the first wife the most, adorned her with delicacies, loved her the most, loved her the most. So this is a way you can make it more natural. What you're doing is you're trying so hard that it's becoming very, very artificial, and that you can do in class. You cannot do that in the real life conversation. So let's do one thing. We'll come back to the passage if we have to. Let us have a chat. You and I chatting in English about every damn thing under the sun. You can chat about Donald Trump, Donald Duck, or COVID, or cricket, or whatever the hell. Okay, you were telling me how to cook ragi mudde.
Yes, yes.
Tell me, being that lady, as far as the vowel sounds are concerned,